Let me start with something that might surprise you. If you're riding over 50, the first skills you need to master aren't about speed. They aren't about leaning more. They aren't about riding harder, faster, or sharper. They're about control. And most riders learn these skills way too late. I'm Matthew from Autozium, and today we're talking about 5 motorcycle skills every rider over 50 must learn first. Not eventually, not someday, not after you get comfortable again. First, because these skills don't just make you safer, they make everything else easier. They reduce stress, they reduce fatigue, they make riding feel natural again instead of tense. And if riding has started to feel harder lately, this is where the fix begins. Let's get into it. The first skill every rider over 50 needs to master is slow speed control. This is the foundation of everything. If the bike feels shaky at walking speed, nothing else feels solid. Traffic feels stressful. Parking lots feel awkward. U-turns feel like a gamble. And that stress carries into faster riding too. Many riders think slow speed isn't important. They think, I'm fine once I'm moving. But here's the truth. Slow speed exposes everything. It exposes clutch control. It exposes throttle control. It exposes balance. It exposes patience. If slow speed feels bad, it's not because you're weak or rusty. It's because slow speed was never truly mastered in the first place. Slow speed control is not about muscling the bike. It's not about forcing it upright. It's not about rushing to get it over with. It's about being smooth. Smooth clutch use, light, steady throttle, letting the bike roll instead of stopping and starting. When you own slow speed, something important happens. The bike stops feeling heavy. A lot of riders over 50 say, the bike feels heavier than it used to. Most of the time, the bike didn't change. The way it's being controlled did. At slow speed, a motorcycle wants smooth inputs. When it doesn't get them, it feels unstable. When it does, it feels surprisingly light. This one skill alone can change how riding feels day to day. The second skill every rider over 50 needs to master is proper braking. Many riders still brake the way they did decades ago. Quick grabs, late braking, heavy rear brake use, or panic braking when something feels unexpected. That style worked when reactions were quicker and traffic was different. Today, it causes tension. Good braking now is not about being aggressive. It's about being smooth and early. Smooth pressure. Using both brakes, braking sooner instead of harder. When you brake early, you give yourself time. Time is everything. Time lets you adjust. Time lets you breathe. Time lets you think. And when you have time, panic doesn't show up. Panic causes mistakes. Mistakes cause close calls. Close calls destroy confidence. Proper braking builds confidence quietly. You don't even notice it at first. You just realize you feel calmer approaching intersections, corners, and traffic. Many riders over 50 say they don't trust their brakes like they used to. Often, it's not the brakes. It's how they're being used. When braking becomes smooth and planned instead of sudden and reactive, riding becomes much less tiring. The third skill every rider over 50 needs to master is vision and head movement. This one is simple, but powerful. Where you look is where the bike goes. That has always been true, and it still is. But as riders get older, something changes. When things feel uncertain, many riders start looking down. They look right in front of the bike. They stare at the road instead of the path. That shortens turns. It tightens steering. It makes the bike feel like it doesn't want to turn. Lifting your eyes changes everything. Turning your head changes everything. When you look through a turn, the bike naturally follows. When you look toward the exit, the turn opens up. This isn't about forcing yourself to turn faster. It's about giving the bike the right information. Many riders struggle in corners, not because of speed, but because of vision. They're riding blind without realizing it. Good vision reduces effort. When you see earlier, you don't rush. When you don't rush, your body stays relaxed. When your body is relaxed, the bike behaves better. This one habit alone can make corners feel calmer almost immediately. The fourth skill every rider over 50 needs to master is smooth throttle control. Jerky throttle makes a motorcycle feel nervous, especially at slow speeds, especially in corners, especially in traffic. Many riders over 50 don't realize how much small throttle movements affect the bike. Snapping the throttle on or off makes the suspension move suddenly. That movement is felt through the bars and seat. That creates instability. Smooth throttle keeps the bike balanced. You don't need to speed up. You don't need to slow down suddenly. You just need steady input. A light, steady throttle helps the bike settle into turns. It helps the bike roll smoothly through traffic. It reduces fatigue in your arms and hands. Smooth throttle also works with smooth clutch use. When those two work together, riding feels easier on your body. This matters more as you get older. Less tension means longer, more enjoyable rides. Less fatigue means better focus. Better focus means safer riding. The fifth skill every rider over 50 needs to master is knowing your limits and respecting them. This is the most important skill of all, and it has nothing to do with technique. You don't ride to prove anything. You don't ride to keep up. You don't ride to show you still can. You ride to enjoy the ride and come home safe. Knowing your limits means choosing comfort over ego. It means taking breaks when your body needs them. It means riding your own pace, not someone else's. Many riders push themselves because they feel they should, because they used to ride a certain way, because they don't want to feel like they're slowing down. But pushing through discomfort doesn't build skill, it builds tension. Respecting your limits builds control, and control builds confidence. Let me share a quick story. I once rode with a gentleman named Rick. Early 60s, plenty of experience, good rider. He told me riding had started to feel tiring and tense, not scary, just draining. We didn't change his bike. We didn't change the roads. We changed the basics. He focused on slow speed control instead of rushing. He braked earlier instead of harder. He lifted his eyes and turned his head. He smoothed out his throttle, and he stopped pushing himself to ride faster than he wanted. Everything changed. Same roads, same bike, less stress. He didn't become faster. He became more relaxed. Riding over 50 isn't about learning more tricks. It's about mastering the right basics. When you build control first, confidence follows. The ride feels smoother, the bike feels lighter, and riding becomes enjoyable again instead of tiring. This isn't about giving up riding. It's about riding smarter. Now let's talk about how these 5 skills actually work together in real riding. Because learning them one by one is helpful, but using them together is what changes everything. Most riders don't struggle because they lack one skill. They struggle because their skills don't support each other. When one thing breaks down, everything feels harder. Let's start with slow speed again, because this is where most problems begin. When slow speed control is weak, riders compensate without realizing it. They grip the bars tighter, they rush the clutch, they add throttle suddenly. They look down at the road. All of that creates tension. That tension doesn't stay in the parking lot. It follows you into traffic. It follows you into corners. It follows you into every stop and start. This is why many riders say, "I'm fine once I'm moving," but still feel tired after a short ride. They're working harder than they need to. When slow speed control improves, something important happens. You stop fighting the bike. The bike starts rolling smoothly instead of lurching. Your feet stay up more naturally. Your shoulders drop. Your breathing slows. And when your body relaxes, everything else improves. This is why slow speed control comes first. Now let's connect that to braking. When slow speed control is poor, braking often becomes rushed. Riders wait too long, then brake harder than planned, then feel unstable, then tense up again. That cycle repeats ride after ride. But when you're comfortable at slow speed, braking feels less urgent. You're not worried about stalling. You're not worried about wobbling. You're not worried about balance. So you brake earlier, you brake smoother, you give yourself more space. That space is what makes riding calm. Many riders over 50 say traffic feels overwhelming. Often it's not traffic, it's the lack of space they give themselves. Proper braking creates space. Space gives you options. Options reduce stress. Stress is what drains energy. Now let's bring vision into this. When riders feel rushed, they stop looking far ahead. They look at the car in front of them. They look at the line on the road. They look at what they're worried about. That makes everything feel tight. But when braking is smooth and early, your eyes lift naturally. You start scanning instead of staring. You start planning instead of reacting. Vision improves not because you remembered to look up, but because the ride slowed down enough for your brain to work. This is why skills can't be separated. Good braking supports good vision. Good vision supports smooth steering. Smooth steering supports relaxed arms. Now let's talk about throttle control again, but in a real-world way. Many riders think throttle control only matters when going fast. That's not true. Throttle control matters most when you don't want to speed up. In traffic, in corners, in slow turns. Jerky throttle creates sudden weight shifts. Sudden weight shifts make the bike feel unstable. Unstable bikes make riders tense. Smooth throttle keeps the bike settled. This is especially important for riders over 50. Your body feels small changes more than it used to. Your hands may be less forgiving of vibration. Your shoulders may tighten faster. Smooth throttle reduces all of that. It doesn't make riding boring. It makes riding comfortable. And comfort is what lets you ride longer and safer. Now let's talk about limits, because this skill connects to everything else. Many riders over 50 carry pressure without realizing it. Pressure to ride like they used to. Pressure to keep up with others. Pressure to not look slow. That pressure shows up in small ways. Rushing stops, entering corners too fast. Holding speed when backing off would feel better. Respecting your limits removes that pressure. When you give yourself permission to ride your pace, skills improve faster. You slow down enough to feel what the bike is doing. You notice small mistakes before they become big ones. You stop forcing things. And here's the important part. Respecting limits does not mean giving up skill. It means building the right skill. Many riders think slowing down means losing ability. In reality, slowing down is how ability is built. Let's talk about practice for a moment, because this is where many riders go wrong. Most riders practice by riding. They go out, they ride around, they come home. That's not practice. That's just riding. Real practice is focused, and it doesn't take long. 15 to 20 minutes is enough if it's done right. Here's what effective practice looks like for riders over 50. You pick one skill, not 5, not everything. 1. Slow speed control, or braking, or vision, or throttle smoothness. Then you ride with that skill in mind. If it's slow speed, you stay slow on purpose. If it's braking, you focus on early, smooth stops. If it's vision, you turn your head more than feels natural. You don't rush, you don't judge yourself. You don't try to impress anyone. You practice calmly. And you stop before you're exhausted. This matters. Many riders practice until they're tired, frustrated, or sore. That teaches the body tension. Stopping early teaches control. Short, calm practice builds better habits than long, stressful rides. Now, let's talk about corners, because this is where many senior riders feel change first. Corners start feeling harder not because you forgot how to ride. They feel harder because entry mistakes stack up. Late braking, tight vision, tense arms, sudden throttle changes. One mistake leads to another. Fix the first one, and the rest often disappear. That first fix is almost always entry speed. Slowing down before the corner changes everything. When you enter at the right speed, you don't rush. When you don't rush, your eyes lift. When your eyes lift, your arms relax. When your arms relax, the bike turns smoothly. This isn't theory. It's what calm riding feels like. Senior riders often think they need to learn new techniques. Most of the time, they just need to remove the rush. Now let me share one more real story. I rode with a rider named Paul, mid-50s, riding for decades. He told me corners had started to feel unpredictable. Not scary, just uncomfortable. We didn't talk about lean angles. We didn't talk about body position. We focused on 5 things. Slow down before the corner. Finish braking early. Look through the turn. Relax the arms. Hold steady throttle. That was it. After a few rides, he said something interesting. I feel like I have more time now. That's the goal. Not more speed, more time. Time to see, time to react, time to stay relaxed. That's what good riding feels like over 50. Now let's bring this all together. Riding over 50 is not about pushing limits. It's about removing stress. Control removes stress. Smoothness removes stress. Patience removes stress. When stress is gone, riding becomes fun again. Not exciting in a loud way, enjoyable in a calm way. The bike feels predictable. Your body feels comfortable. Your mind stays clear. And that's how you keep riding for years to come. So let me leave you with this. If riding has started to feel harder, you didn't lose skill. You just need to rebuild the right foundation. Slow speed control, proper braking, good vision, smooth throttle, respecting limits. Master these first. Everything else becomes easier. Ride smart, ride calm, and I'll see you in the next one.